little readers, and welcome back to Storytime with Miss Free. Today's book is called The Stupid Lion. I wonder why this lion is stupid. Well, he's the king of the jungle. Could he really be stupid, or is someone trying to hoodwink him? Well, let's read to find out. This book, it's a part of the series of the Favourite Tales, and it's a Ladybird retelling by authors Kalpish Ratna. Kalpish Ratna, it's a pseudonym of surgeons Ishrat Syed and Kalpana Swaminathan, who together write as Kalpish Ratna. And it's illustrated by Vandana Bist, and it's based on a tale from the Panchatantra series. Panchatantra are old fables which are stories written for kids which have morals. And this book is published by Penguin Books India. Let's go ahead and read this. Simbu was a lion with a bright orange mane. Jumbo was a very clever jackal. One afternoon, Jumbo dropped by just as Simbu was sitting down to lunch. "I'm eating a light lunch," Simbu explained. "It's too hot to eat a thick chunk of meat." "Why? That's too tough a piece of meat to chew in any weather. Couldn't you trap something better as prey?" asked Jumbo. "I'm not very smart," said Simbu sadly, "and that's a fact." "Hunting's difficult," said Jumbo with tact. "We could both eat much better if we hunted together. You can roar like thunder and strike like lightning. You have a stare that's truly frightening. Now, I may be small and weak, but I'm sharp when I speak." "I'm listening," said Simbu. "Speak slowly and clearly so that I can understand you." "I'll invite your prey to dinner. All you need to do is kill him, and we'll feed and grow fatter together," said Jumbo. "Done," said Simbu, eager to spring. "Bring me my prey. I'm hungry as anything." Jumbo wandered into town. He looked the animals up and down. Some were too thin and others too small. Just as he was about to give up on them all, he saw what he'd been looking for. An ass that was plump with tender ears and trusting eyes. An ass that had never been hurried. An ass for certain who wished to be married. "How are you this morning, good sir?" asked Jumbo. "And how is your lady wife?" "Oh, I have none," said the ass. "It's strange that you should ask. I am in fact looking for a bride." "I am an animal of tact," said Jumbo, "trusted with a delicate mission. I'll tell you about it with your kind permission. In the forest is a maiden of your kind, of gentle heart and noble mind. Lovely as the moon is she, and this was her plea to me. Find me a gentleman as dear uncle, long of year and clean of ankle, true of heart and full of life, and I'll gladly be his wife." The young ass was delighted. "Take me to her at once," he brayed. "Not so quick," cautioned Jumbo. "Let me go and tell her about you first." He sauntered off till he reached the edge of the forest. Then he ran as fast as he could to Simbu's den. Get ready," he panted. "But don't spring till I sing." And back he raced to the ass again. "The bride is willing. You must meet her in an hour." The ass trotted eagerly with Jumbo into the forest. "Here we are," said Jumbo as they neared Simbu's den. Simbu, hearing the jackal's voice, sprang out roaring and flew right over the surprised bridegroom. The ass, who was a quick thinker, ducked swiftly and galloped away all the way back to town. "You are silly," Jumbo said crossly. "I told you not to spring till you heard me sing. Now your dinner has changed its mind." Simbu looked so sorry that Jumbo decided to try his luck again. Back went Jumbo into town, where he found the ass trembling behind a haystack. "Oh, what a fright I got," shuddered the bridegroom. "What was that bright orange flying object?" "That was your bride's veil," said Jumbo calmly. "There was no need to bolt like that." The ass, who now felt quite foolish, followed Jumbo again. This time Jumbo conducted him towards the den with great ceremony. When they were at the door, he began to sing, "Here comes the groom, here comes the groom." At the signal, Simbu sprang out and tore the ass to pieces. Now for lunch, said Jambu with relish. I'm all hot and bothered after that leap, said Simbu. I need a bath first, and he ran towards the river for a long cool soak. Jambu, who was almost faint with hunger, took the tiniest nibble from the tips of the ass's ears. Delicious! Quite without thinking, he took a larger bite, and then another. Before he knew it, he had chewed up and swallowed two long, tender, luscious ears. I'm the hungriest lion in the world, roared Simbu as he ran in, shaking the water off his mane. I'll begin with the ass's ears. This ass has no ears, said Jambu. Simbu looked hard at Jambu. He growled angrily. You didn't eat them, did you? If you did, remember, one touch of my paw will skin you raw. Jambu shrugged easily. This ass was born without ears. I had to search through 7 towns before I could find one like him. Would he have come back with me a second time if he had ears to hear your terrible roar? No, said Simbu slowly. Fearing he had been harsh to his friend, the lion gave Jambu the juiciest, most tender bits. The greedy jackal ate them all up and bounded away laughing. Where are you off to? Asked Simbu. Oh, I'm going around the world to find another ass without ears for tomorrow's dinner, laughed Jambu. The lion took a flying leap at Jambu and knocked him down. He held him down with one iron paw and said, You won't have to look far, Jambu. I'm the ass you're looking for. I had no ears to hear your jeers or your mocking. I thought it all your clever way of talking. Mercy, cried Jambu. If I ever see you in the forest again, said the lion, and let him go with a buffet that bowled him right across the forest all the way into town. There Jambu sits to this day under the jamun tree, begging for scraps and telling stories nobody will believe. This was a really good book, wasn't it? And it taught us something so important, that whatever you do wrong, you pay for it at the end. Initially, you might fool somebody, but then these things catch up. So you should always do the right thing. Until next time, this is Storytime with Miss Pri.